Hello and welcome to Super Smash Bros. Brawl. My name's Mod.
I am Spaz, and Arzim is not here today.
Yeah, he decided not to come.
And I am going. And if you notice, right at the bottom of the screen, we were doing a little brawling before we started recording this. And as you can see, I was kicking Mod's ass with Falco and DDD.
Awful, like, oh my goodness. All right, let's get this.
And we're gonna be playing something, not
our mains. Yeah.
I still need to get rid of this Let's Player's curse. I keep stuttering every time I say.
It's because you're not sure about what you want to say. So Toon Link is about my 3rd or 5th character, and Olimar is like what, your 7th character?
Yeah. I mentioned this in the previous video that I was fairly decent with Olimar.
I just realized we forgot to put the 8-minute timer on. Whatever, it won't be that long. But
yeah, one of us is gonna die soon.
Well, I know I'm gonna win.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Wow, what was that?
That white pigman was a flat cat. Intercepted the bombs. How did that go? Okay, not much commentary. So let's see what we've got to say. I just realized how, for the PlayStation Vita, I just realized the price cost. $250.
Which is, like
cheapest.
I've known for so long. But, like, when I asked Spaz here how much he thought it cost, he was like, like $400. And that's, like, how much I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be, like, $500 for the Vita.
And they've gotten really cheap.
Yeah, like, I found it a long time ago, but he had, like, no idea. He wanted it, but he didn't know how much it cost. Wow, I can't do that out there. So he was, like, so surprised. And so I'm trying to, like, show him, like, the games that are coming out for it. But, you know, all the trailers and stuff like that are from, like, months ago. Back when it was announced how much it was going to cost, you know. So, like, it's not easy convincing someone that the Vita's awesome when all the trailers are like a billion years old and it still says, like, you know, it's not confirmed, even though, like, Gravity Rush and stuff like that and, like, the Dynasty Warriors next games are all coming out at launch and stuff like that. But in the trailers it all says, you know, not yet date. So, but he's pretty much going to get it for Persona the remake, Golden, and he's interested in Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, which it'll be like his first Metal Gear Solid game because he's never played those.
Yeah, I lived under a huge rock. I was mostly active during my younger days.
Yeah, he wasn't, you know, sheltered.
In fact, phone call.
Yeah, I was more right.
Yeah, in fact, I didn't even hear any of the good games. In fact, the only thing keep in mind, I was only stuck to my Game Boy.
Yeah. I'll deal with you later, Mom. I'm busy. My mom wants to learn how to turn her computer on.
That is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Well, you just confessed to the internet that you,
Yeah, I live with my parents. I'm 17. I'm so embarrassed.
Actually, why is that to be embarrassing?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not embarrassed.
Screw the internet. What do they just pretend, hey, dude, where did I... Gee, you think...
Well, like, what I really like, though, is when parents, like, tell their kids to get off their, like, their Xbox or something, the kid's like, no, Mom, I don't want to get off my Xbox. And she's like, I don't care, Jimmy, you have to get off right now. He's like, I don't wanna. I think it's just hilarious.
And it just happened right now.
Well, yeah, but she didn't tell me to get off. She's like, I need help turning my computer on.
And, still retain my Olimar skills, but...
Well, like, I haven't played Toon Link in ages.
Yes. Damn it. Nice try.
Arrow and Boomerang doesn't mean.
How Scooby Arrow would be.
I was watching my friend, his sister play Skyrim. She was like freaking out like every 5 seconds.
What?
Like every time something would happen to her, she's like, "What's going on? I don't understand." And then she's just screaming.
She has yet to play Oblivion.
Well, she's like level like 15 in Skyrim, but she still doesn't understand what's going on.
I predicted everything the first day. Well, not that I've spoiled myself to everything, but I know I was gonna expect everything. Though I didn't know the arrow in the knee joke was that famous. I saw like the "Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine." Yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, I was more into that due to a certain YouTube video where the guy demonstrates how ridiculously hilarious it is in the AI. You pick up one, like in Oblivion, you pick up something that's not yours, like a cherry, and all of a sudden, "Stop, thief!" And like, it's all, "Stop right there, criminal scout." Like, really? And then he shows one scene of like where he's invisible, dances on their fancy dinner table, and no one raised a single comment. Didn't get up or anything, but picks up a cherry, hell breaks loose. And then he gets raped by his Nord cellmate.
Did you play Oblivion?
I've heard of it before, but never played it. Once again, the newest games are usually my first ones. Skyrim was the first Elder Scrolls game I've ever played. Nonetheless, a really good experience.
Have you ever even played a Persona game?
No, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
And but it's a typical JRPG, like all the other RPGs I've played. Final Fantasy.
Well, what one's your favorite, and what systems is it on?
Summonite Swordcraft Story 2, the most underrated game. Yet the game mechanics, the story, I liked it all. Oh my god. But yeah, like it was it's pretty decent, and it's on the Game Boy Advance.
I'm talking about Persona.
Oh, Persona. Never played it before. But the only reason I started getting into it is because of its soundtracks. I'm a soundtrack freak.
Let's see here. So what do you want to do?
How about with Charizard.
Okay, I'll use Charizard.
Relax, people. I'm not that obscenely good with Meta Knight. No, not like one of those tournament players.
He's just trying Meta Knight out recently.
Yeah. First time I tried him when I played this game, didn't like it. Wanna know why? His smashes are so unappealing to me. And at the time, I find it pretty hard to smash.
I would go over why Meta Knight's like broken, but I think pretty much everyone knows. But I'll just like briefly go over it. What makes Meta Knight really, really good is, let's pretend that like the average attack frames like it's like 30 frames per second. So every okay, there are frames before and after an attack that don't do anything. Meta Knight doesn't have that problem. His attacks are almost always instant. They don't have any delay before and after. They don't do an extreme amount of damage, but you can do them in extreme repetition over and over again. And if you're a patient Meta Knight player, you're basically amazing. Like, you don't have to. Most players, try to bait you in and stuff like that, but you don't have to do that with Meta Knight. So you don't have to worry about any of that delay or whatever. You can just jump right in. Another thing that's really great about Meta Knight is a lot of his attacks have knockback that aren't really justified for the percent that you're at. Like, I forget what it's called, Shadow Curl or something? Shadow? The one where his upbeat. At any percent, basically, it'll do a decent amount of knockback. In later game, like in late game where you have higher percentage, it's not really that effective because it still does the same amount of knockback as it does when you have like 0%. But it's still really good. He also has a lot of attacks that are multi-hit, regardless of what you're doing. So, he has his tornado, and all this other stuff that he can do. That just does a lot of hits all at once without even having to press anything. I'm using Squirtle, which is my reward set of the 3. But I figured I have 3 lives, I might as well use 1 for each. Just show off what I can do.
And that's the knockback. usually use as
I'm
a
slightly better with Venusaur, but also I'm like super scared of Meta Knight because I'm used to playing against people who know what they're doing, and I'm like constantly afraid of, you know, what's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't really know anyone but Charizard, and even then, I like to call Charizard my worst best character, because he's the character that I don't know that well at all, but he's so fun to play as, because like, I think he's like the coolest character of the game. Coolest, not best by any sense of the word. Just because, you know, he's just a fucking dragon.
Well, he's not officially considered as a dragon, but is known to use dragon moves in the Pokemon, like the portable Pokemon games. You know, Diamond, Black and White, Gold and Silver, Ruby Sapphire, those kind.
See, most people, when Charizard uses those flamethrower, they go away from the fire. But Meta Knight, now, fuck that. He goes right into the flames and just starts wrecking my face.
Because he has a mask.
Yeah, he's immune to fire.
Well, not really.
Did you know that the same voice actor for Kaiba is the same voice actor for Meta Knight?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I forget
screw
his
the
name.
rules. I can go slash everything.
I knew you were gonna do that right off the bat.
Of course I would. Fucking settle Kaiba. Oh, and another thing. Parthenax from Skyrim, which is basically a white dragon who helps you in the game, haha, spoilers, is the same voice actor from Mario. I was shocked when I realized that. I was a jolly Italian plumber, which I was so used to, that one guy who voices another phone call, Jesus.
Not really phone calls, just my parents trying to talk.
Is able to voice an epic dragon. I was surprised. I don't know how is this gonna turn out.
I hope I win, because, you know, I just hope I win. That's always the goal here.
Ah.
When, like, did you, like, a lot of professional tourney players make the joke that the most common matchup in Brawl is Meta Knight versus Meta Knight, which is true, it is the most common in tournaments, but they say that it's the most common in any game, including StarCraft, which is, there's only like 3 characters you can play as in that game. It just shows you like how many people play Meta Knight, and why he's banned.
Damn it. Well, this is the most first match we have.
Like, I've never met a Meta Knight player who I couldn't, you know, beat, but I know that they definitely exist, and it's no walk in the park beating someone who knows what they're doing with Meta Knight.
But you know what boggles me to no end? That this a friend of Mod's is from, you know, the guy he mentioned from Hamilton. He's obscenely good with Yoshi.
Which is ridiculous, because, like, you would think, like, Yoshi, you know, bottom mid-tier, what the heck is he doing, you know, being, like, the best player we know?
But this guy is smart. Really smart.
Like, he knows his shit. Unfortunately, though, within, you know, recent years, he's stopped playing Brawl almost altogether.
He was the best of us. Even better than, well, I can go as far as to say he was better than all of us.
Yeah.
Until Arzen got into his ranks.
Well, he's even better than Ramiz ever was, like, in his prime. But, you know, so it's just interesting. You know, but unfortunately, like, he came before Arzen, and so Arzen never really got a chance to see, you know, how brilliant A. Newt is. I visit him like 2 or 3 times a year, but he used to live like right next to us.
And I've won.
Yeah,
Meta Knight's broken. Never liked him, even if he wasn't. I do not. I'm not a fan of his smashes. I'll be honest.
All right, well, you know, those matches.
I think we have one more match, right?
I know, but these have been pretty long, and I have to go.
All right.
But that was Let's Play Super Smash Bros. Brawl. My name's Mod.
I am Spaz, and we'll be back on an episode where where I'm gonna kick his ass for sure. And no, Meta Knight won't be included.
Alright, have a nice day.